What's up, everybody? This is Mike at Fast, and I'm here in the shop with Nate, Codfish, David Spillman, and myself. I'm going to grab a mask here real fast because if I don't, everybody online will be like, "Where's your mask?" And then I'm going to get the comments and be like, "If it was up your ass eating a ham and cheese sandwich, you know where it was at, wouldn't you?" And then there's a big fight. But I don't do that anymore. I don't get mad anymore. I just let shit go. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to find a mask that isn't worse to put on than breathing the actual air itself. Here we go. Bam! Alright, I'm not going to put the mask on until I cut so you guys can understand what I'm saying. And we'll turn these fans back on when I get ready to cut too so you guys can hear what I'm saying. So, there's a lot of things you can do in the granite shop that will save your installers time, make your installs easier. Also, it'll prevent personal property damage to the customer's house, which is one of the #1 things we try to prevent when we're doing an install. You don't want to do a job and then destroy something in the customer's house and lose all your profit plus more repairing the customer's house. Now, we have insurance. Most legitimate large granite shops do have insurance which will cover damage like that, but your insurance will go up and things like that. Some people think it's smarter to go with these backyard granite shops that doesn't have liability insurance or anything like that. So if they do $10,000 worth of damage to their house, guess what? You're just stuck with $10,000 worth of damage to your house. But anyways, that's another video. So when you have a vanity, I've got 2 of them here. There's 3 or 4 more that go with this job. Hopefully anybody in the granite industry knows how to read a template. All right, so we're going to look at this template here, and it's got a lot of writing on it. Of course, it's got undermount, large white rectangle, gets an eased edge. Melissa does a good job of marking where the wood's at in the cabinet, so it'll show if our sink will fit and all that. Wood. It's got the name of the job, H&A, the location of this top, downstairs vanity, right of door, and then it's got the color of the stone. I've also got QC Tony, because we have our shop guys QC the stone and then initial it. That way if there's a problem, we know who looked it over and who missed it. There was a few things missing on this, which was a faucet hole, and I don't think there's holes underneath yet, so that was kind of missed on the QC. But anyway, got the finish point here, which is done. What we're discussing today is called back cutting. On one of these, Melissa even wrote on here, may need to back cut. So it says 3/4 inch molding, may need to high-low or back cut. So that means there's going to be molding, so it's going to be difficult for us to slide that vanity in. A lot of times I take the molding off the wall. It would be nice if your builder, if the job's for a builder, which this one is, would know that you have to slide the top into there and would leave that part of the molding off until after the install. But they don't. Nobody cares about the granite guys. Anybody in this industry knows, you know, we get blamed for everything and nobody looks for us while they're doing stuff. So, you know, this one here doesn't say anything about molding, but we still got backsplash, backsplash, backsplash. When you got backsplash on the left and right side, that means this top is wall to wall, okay? That means this top has got to slide between 2 walls and there's a wall behind it. Sometimes it'll even have overhead cabinets, so it makes it very difficult to get in. Melissa makes the template and she'll make it tight to the wall, and she'll give us, you know, a 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch of play, which is great. A lot of times you can get that in, but what happens sometimes is your wall is not perfectly straight, okay? If your wall's perfectly straight, that 1/16 or 1/8 of an inch is plenty to put on your no-lift cart and slide it right in there. You're fine. But a lot of times the wall will be shaped like this, It'll be smaller in the back than it is in the front, which is perfect. It'll slide right into that. It'll actually slide in easier like that. But sometimes it's tighter in the front than it is in the back, which means it's very hard to slide a big back through a small front. It just, the physics ain't there. So what we do to kind of eliminate that, for the most part, is something we call back cutting. I'm going to get a piece of backsplash here just to kind of show you what we're looking like. This isn't the backsplash that goes for that job, but it'll do for purposes of that for show. So the top gets backsplash. All right. So right now you're within a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch up against those walls. All right. After you install it, you're going to put backsplash on it. You know, the backsplash is going to be something like that. And it's going to be something like this. All right. So we can take our grease pencil, white out pen, whatever you want to call it, and we can mark it. We've been making some samples to give to our customers when they pick out a stone they like, and teaching some of the guys how to cut the ends off a backsplash. Put this over here. All right, so if you look, I don't know how well you can see it with the camera, but all this and this is going to be covered by the backsplash, okay? Now the front will show, okay? But everything on top will be covered. So what we can do to give us a little extra play, make it easier on our installer, and you know, make it less likely that we do any damage to the customer's house, we can back cut this thing. So what I do, I try to keep the front as close to what it is as possible. So I'll angle cut it. You know, I'll go somewhere 1/4 inch or so in the back, and then I'll bring it forward like that so that the front stays as it is, and then I'll do the same thing over here. And you don't have to take a whole lot of time to measure exactly 1/4 inch or whatever. As long as you don't go further than that 1 3/16 of that backsplash covers, you're gonna be okay. All right. So, you know, that's what you're gonna mark. Now I'm gonna turn the fans on. I'm gonna put my mask on. I'm gonna kind of show you, you know, how to cut that and kind of what it looks like. We'll set the backsplash back on there and all that. The measurement we got for the whole top right now is 33 5/8, 33 5/8 light. And then we'll cut it and we'll see what we got. All right, guys. So when I cut, I like to cut with my grinder toward the inside of the stone. For some reason, it's just easier for me. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. All right, guys, so now back here, we got 32 7/8, so we gained quite a bit, at least a 1/2 inch or so, maybe a little better. And our front stayed pretty much the same. If we put our template on it, see, we got all this right here. All right, we got all this right. Didn't take as much off of that side, but sometimes you can only take it off of one side if you need to. But I like to take a little bit off of each side. So we still got our marks for our backsplash where it's going to go on there, and then you know you'll put your backsplash on here. Now it's still gonna cover everything. You're just gonna have a little hole underneath your backsplash here that nobody's gonna see. So once you caulk that out, it's never going anywhere. You're gonna have a little bit more of a hole over on this side. But same thing, nobody's ever gonna see it. You guys see that? So I did a whole lot of talking in this video. The actual work, I may have somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes labor in doing the back cut on this. Like I said, I do have 3 or 4 more of these vanities to do, so you know, you do the math, multiply, you know, let's say 8 minutes times 4, that's 32 minutes to potentially save the walls in your customer's house. This is quartz, so this ain't gonna break, but if it was granite, there could be a chance of you breaking it, trying to squeeze it in there, and just all around stress of your freaking installers, man. If they're having a rough day on other stuff, they surely don't want to go in and then their vanity not fit in the daggone wall. But anyways, I thought this was a quick thing I could show you guys. If your employees can use a grinder to cut backsplash, then they can use a grinder to do a back cut. It's not rocket science. So now my guys know how to do it, your guys know how to do it, and I'll think of something else to show you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the like button. Bye-bye.